Good morning, and another absolutely wonderful day in nature. Beautiful day today. We've had a massive great storm, like a hurricane for the last week or so, coming up the coastline, and it's been impossible to do anything. The wind's just been ridiculous. This is the first nice day we've had, so I'm making the most of it today. I'm out. Let me just show you, the sun is just starting to come up over the horizon there. Absolutely beautiful sight as it pokes up over the trees there. Beautiful. And up in the sky here, whether you can see it, where are we? There's a moon up there as well somewhere. I can't, there it is. I won't really focus on it that well, but it's a little bit too far away. But the moon's up there as well. It's a very new moon today. But the sun coming up is just a magnificent. There's something about being out in nature as the sun comes up. You can hear in the background really strong as the storm is moved out to sea, but I can still hear the waves in the background absolutely pounding on the rock face over the side there. I just noticed here on the side as well, there's a few northern lapwings feeding over there. You can't see with this camera, but there's a few northern lapwings in the field here. Anyway, I'm going to go over to the pond now and see if the storm's done any damage to the area and see what's happened, and I'll get back when I get there. Well, I've arrived here at the area. I can see there's a what do we call him? There's a sparrowhawk, or maybe not. No, can't see him without the binoculars. It's a bird flying around. One of the hawks flying around the area. It's going to be a beautiful morning, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk down. Looks like there's been no damage here, so I'm going to go and set up the hide and see and then we'll see if I can catch some birds today. I don't think there'll be much around. I'll put a bit of food out and see if it attracts something other than the blue magpies. But hopefully I'll get a couple of nice pictures. I've missed doing it for the last week or so, obviously because of the storm. On my way down now towards the area, and loads of mushrooms growing up around here at the moment. Just past a few of them. There's loads of birds in the area. I mean, absolutely hundreds of them. I can see them flying around. I can hear them. There's a little robin and a beautiful little what's he called? A wren there as well. Lovely. Chirping away. Look, as you can see, there's mushrooms absolutely everywhere around here. There's different types of them, but some of them are edible, some of them aren't. But anyway, coming to the pond now. Let's see. Looks like the area hasn't been damaged by the storm. I'll go and have a quicker look, a little bit closer, and see what's going on. Put this down. Let's see how this goes today. I don't think it's going to need any water today after this storm, but it looks like it's moved some of the wood around that's around the edge, but mind you, it's blown the food feeders off some of the food. Oh, there's hundreds of little frogs in here. I have to put some water in the pond. The feeder's been blown off. I'm going to have to put that back up. Okay, well, looks like I've got a little bit of work to do here. So I'm just going to get this done, and then I'll get back once I'm in the hide. Okay, I've filled up the 2 feeders. I've put peanuts in there, and also the fat balls. I've only put a little bit of seed down. Hopefully, I'm not going to put the other stuff down, so hopefully it'll keep away the magpies. I put some bit of food down for the foxes and the badgers that come here as well, but that'll be later on in the evening. We've already got a little Thekla's lark has just turned up literally 2 meters away from me. See the food already. Anyway, the hide is already set up. I just set it up. Only takes a couple of minutes maximum. So I'm going to go inside and see what happens for the rest of the day. And obviously I'll get back and let you see what's coming for the rest of the day. Okay, inside the hide now. The sun's just starting to come up really nicely over the little cloud bank that was over the back. So it looks like I'm going to have a really nice day. There's already loads of birds coming to the pond. Just the little ones, nothing. I don't think there'll be anything special around today. The peregrine falcon was flying around just now as well, which was nice. But that's basically about it today. It's just going to be all the normal things. As soon as the sun hits the pond, I get some nice photos there. Have a cup of tea now and a sandwich and just wait. Okay, as it's just the normal birds today, what I thought I'd do is I'll make a few videos and just show you some of them. So let me just show you some of the birds that are here at the pond now today. The first to always turn up, as you saw when I was filming before, the Theklas. There's a closer look at one of them. They're not at all frightened, they're just waiting for the food. And as soon as I come inside the hide, that's it, they're here. Lovely little bird. The Thekla is different to the crested lark. It's got a bit more, slightly shorter beak. It's more dappled on the chest as well, slightly darker chest. And that's how you could normally tell them apart from the normal crested lark. Well, there you go. He's found his food and he's happy again. Some greenfinch have turned up as well. These are normally the first birds to always turn up at the pond once you set everything up. Beautiful bird, the greenfinch. Lovely male there. Gorgeous colours on him, this morning light. Oh, another one come in. There's 2 or 3 of them around here now. There you go. Let's see what else is going to turn up. We had a black-red start just now, but we've got a little finch turned up here. I think it's a finch. Yeah, it looks like it. Just a common finch. Lovely little bird as well, female one. Not very bright colours, as I can tell, because the females are slightly greener. The males have got this beautiful reds and mauves on them. So there's the little black-red start just turned up again. It's either a young male or a female. Probably a female, that colour. But the young males are the same colour for the first year, so. But it looks more like a female to me. She's already got the prominent red under the tail, so that's the common sign of the black-red start for the female, at any rate. Just loving the food. This time of year, obviously, it's very cold in the area, and with the rain, although some of the worms have come up, the seeds and things, obviously there's nothing around. Oh, here's the robin just turned up. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Lovely. One of my favourite little birds, the robin. Beautiful bird. See if I can get a picture of him actually. Oh, he's gone down to the bottom. Little female redstart come here. A little tiny, stone chat. Little female stone chat's come in for some food now. Beautiful little bird she is. Absolutely adore these little birds. They've got such a character. The male shouldn't be far behind. But, just chased off by a Thekla's lark. Lovely little meadow pipit's just turned up here. Sweet little bird. Very common bird for the area, but very nice. As with all of them, but I mean, again, they've got quite a character, these birds. Bit of a long way away, but there's a missile thrush sitting there. Probably just see him, very, very small. Obviously, because it's quite a long way away, but he's there in the tree. Hopefully he'll come down to the pond, and that'll be nice. There's a better view of him. You can see him now. He's just sitting there on the branches. Better view from before. Nice missile thrush. He's just moved. He keeps jumping up and down from the tree, so... But always a nice bird, but very difficult to catch at this time of the year, because the hunters, they're absolute sods with these, because they'll shoot them if they see them, so... But there you go, lovely little missile thrush. See if I can get a photo of him actually. Little chiff-chaff's just turned up for a bath. Flitty little things, they're so difficult to get a good photo of because they just never stay still for a second. And as you can see, they just flit around everywhere. And to get a decent photo of one of these is actually quite difficult. The ocellated lizard has turned up again. I threw some of the tenebrios, because I know it's difficult for him to find food this time of the year. So I put some of the mealworms under the bush, near where I put the food for the foxes. So if the magpies do turn up, they won't be able to get them because it's under the bush. But as you can see, the little lizard is chomping away on them there quite happily at the moment. He's getting bigger. He must be about 10, maybe even 12 centimeters long by now. Looking at him. Really nice. Still got the juvenile colours, or the spots on him, so... But these ocellated lizards, when they turn dark green when they get much bigger, when they get to about 30, 40 centimeters long. So anyway, there you go. Lovely little fella. Beautiful. I could sit and watch this all day actually. I actually love these things. I think they're such a beautiful animal. He's a little bit braver now. He seems to come out a little bit further. I think he's coming out to warm himself up in the sun. As you can see, he stays perfectly still there. If there's any any luck, we might get him to move. A little bit of action if a fly or something comes near him, but there he goes. Moving the head, I think that's about the most movement we're going to get out of him. While he's warming himself in the sun, that's it. Absolutely beautiful, the ocellated lizard. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he's going to be like when he gets bigger. And the magpies have turned up. They've come looking for food. There's not a lot around for them, so hopefully they shouldn't stay for long. Although they seem to be going for the seeds at the moment. They're looking in all the normal places to see if there's anything there, but I haven't put much out, so there's none of the mealworms that they like. So hopefully they should go off very soon. Once they realise there's no mealworms, they should actually go away and leave me in peace. So, mind you, they seem to be going for the seeds at the moment as well. They are a beautiful looking bird, but they're just such a pest when it comes to leaving any food around, you know. They're just after everything, as you can see. Even the seeds they'll go for. And they've come in a band of about 20 today, so... Oh, there you go. All the other birds have been chased off now, so we have to wait for a little while now. Got a little Sardinian warbler's just shown up to come for a bath. She's a female one. She's lovely. She's going to keep jumping back and forward. But, again, very flitty little bird. But she's come for a bath this morning. The male was here just now. But I don't know where he's got to. He went off into the bushes again. She'll keep jumping back and forward to the tree or to the little branch, coming back, having another bath and then going back again. Beautiful. Such a lovely little bird. The Sardinian warbler. Now the male has turned up. There's the difference. You can see the black head of the Sardinian warbler. And he's turned up for a bath as well now. The female's still around. There's actually 3 of them flying around here at the moment. And a couple of chiff-chaffs. But there you go, that's just the difference. That's the male. He was in the bush, he's come out. Now the female's gone back in and drying off. He's now come out. So he'll do the same process as the other one, back and forth from the stick to the pond. Have a bath, jump back to the stick, dry off, and then come back again. There we go. Little dry off, then back to the pond again. Both the male and the female have the same, exactly the same routine. It's quite fun to watch. Lovely blackbird just turned up. Beautiful one. It's one of the young ones from this year, I think. Stunning. Perfect. Feathers, perfect colours, not a mark on him. As I said, there was a few born in the area. Oh, these damn magpies are back again. That's it. Yep, they're back. They're picking up even the food for even the chicken necks that I've left for the foxes. They're taking. My God. Okay, back to the blackbird for a moment. He's the only one that's not really scared of them. All the other little birds have flown off. But, beautiful bird, this blackbird. That's basically all the birds today. Not much else has been around. I decided to leave the hide after the blue magpies showed up, and I've come up on the cliff tops at the lighthouse now. As you can see, the visibility is not the best today. But the sea is so rough. Beautiful down there though. Frighteningly beautiful, but beautiful. It's not really worth staying around today to try and get any of the seabirds, so I'm going to make a move back into the countryside and see what's going on there. Thought I'd just show you this. This is absolutely amazing here. Very angry sea, as you can see. This is one of the reasons that I didn't bother to. The visibility, as you can see, is not that good, but the waves are just crashing the rocks. This is what I could hear from when I was in the forest. Absolutely beautiful to watch. Mesmerizing as these waves come up over 50-60 meters high when they hit the rocks. Look at this. Absolutely incredible. Just thought I'd show you that anyway. The coastline here is stunning. But that today was just beautiful and well worth having a look at. Well, as you can see, in the distance you saw better with the other camera, but beautiful today. The sea's very rough. I'm going to make my way back in. I just thought you'd like to see the waves today on the rocks, because it's just incredible watching them crush up against the rocks there. Might try and get a couple of nice photographs of them breaking actually as they come up over, because those cliffs are over 50 meters high and the waves are coming up a good 10-15 meters above the height of the cliff. It's incredible. If I find anything in the forest, I'll get back to you. While I'm out this area, I thought I'd pop into the little abandoned, well, I'm not sure it's abandoned, but it's a pottery centre just by the Port Baliche. There's some little bushes here, or some small trees over the back here, at just the side of the car park. And this is where I found the Inonatus, or the yellow-browed warbler, the other day. And you often get some of the rarer species. These are the last trees just before the lighthouse, so it's always worth stopping here and having a little look. Nothing special here today, just a couple of partridge. As you can see, I got one flying off and that was it. But other than that, very quiet. I mean, it is the end of the year now. It's coming up to Christmas now. It's only a couple of days away. So we'll see. I think I might go back into the country again, into the countryside, into the forest, and just see if I can still find some of those eagles that are normally flying around there. Okay, I've come back over to the edge of the forest now. Oh, some crows up here, look. Big crow. This area here on the edge of the forest, it actually goes out over the plains, and a lot of the crows, the jackdaws, but mostly the crows and the eagles, they always sit along these treetops here on this path at the side. You need a jeep to get down here. We've got a couple of ravens here at the moment, I can hear. One's just landed in the trees in there. I might go and see if I can actually get in there and see if I can get a photo of him. Okay, I'm going to wander into the trees and see what I can find in there. There's a couple of ravens flying around here. Right over top, as you can see. Beautiful birds, but a little bit tatty, some of these. But, a typical call. Unmistakable call. Well, as you saw, the ravens flying overhead. I don't think, I've seen a couple of just common buzzards flying off as I'm driving down as well. But I think that's going to be it for today. It's just coming up to lunchtime. I might stay around for a little while and see if there's anything else, but I don't really see anything other than a few of the common buzzards being around now. But as always, an absolutely wonderful day in nature. So I will see you next weekend. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.